guys, welcome to Grassroots Evolution. It's Sarah here today and it's November 13th. Just a side note, in case any of you are interested, 13 is my favorite number, and today this number 13 is really about transformation, right? I feel the energy sort of transform. So today you may have some emotional moments, okay? That might be one way to put it. Or you may experience this is really about transforming, okay? 11 being a master number for November and 2018 being an 11 year. Today, and my necklace is moving around, so Spirit's really wanting me to get this message out. But today, the energies that we are going to be experiencing from now on out, it's always about our choice and how we move forward in our world, right? And how are we warriors of our own truth? It's always up to us and our free will, right? So, what I'd like to do today, on this November 13th, is bring you a message, a postcard from Spirit, and then I'm going to go from there on which we may use. I do also intend, so just a heads up, if you want to get yourself ready to do a Healing Mandela Oracle. So if you want to get yourself a tea now, get the kettle on by the time we get there, it'll be ready to have and warm yourself up, or get your stones now that you would like to have, just anything like that. So that is an intention anyway, to kind of heal any blocks that we would have for whatever these say, okay? So I'm going to take this moment to ask Archangel Michael to guard and protect this reading and bless us, any of us who would ask for that. And just know that at any time, if you want Archangel Michael in your life, his presence is always here. We just have to ask, okay? So hand your fears over to him. Really allow yourself to have trust and faith in your healing journeys, okay? And I'm going to ask my team of light and Archangel Mike. I've already asked Michael, but Metatron, please, to join us as well. All right, so going further from here, just remember, as I was saying, it's all up to us and our free will. But if you feel that this doesn't resonate for you, whatever I'm saying, disregard it, right? Go with the bits that do, disregard the rest, okay? And all I ask is that you come to this with an open mind and trying to keep an open heart, my friends, okay? So let's get a first message here. Archangel Metatron, I'm hearing very, very present right now. Okay, so one message, please, Spirit, for anyone who's watching, that we can take about, let's say, the last half of November, okay? That's all, or even, yep, last half of November. Is there any messages that we have? So this could be take your time, okay, with whatever you're doing. It doesn't have to be a race. Have patience. Thank you. We've got 3, so let's take a look. Normally I wouldn't go with all 3. Okay, first one. Dear you, do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might have no value? Maybe you think you need to control everything, or else nothing will get done. Be healed, be completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you, or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome. But we don't think that that would be a good choice. So I'm just going to break up. There's another half, but I think this is the one we're going to go with because it seemed to be exactly what we're talking about. And we'll pull one more clarifier for this, okay? But when the shuffling took so long, take the time to make the decisions from your own heart, right? Walk in your heart-centered truth, my warriors, okay? Spirit is coming right in on me today, and this is what they want us to know. And let's go for the second half of this postcard. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set that boundary. Delegate responsibility to another. Ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky, enmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it. I can't control it, and it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Love you so much. So I feel like this was a very, very important message for us, that we really need to have faith on our journeys, let things happen and unfold, and make the choices that are right for us, regardless of the world around us, okay? And I'm going to ask for one more message from Spirit for anyone else for that. I still have goosebumps on the top of my head. I've got, my crown chakra is lit right now. My hair is standing on the top of my head. Is there one more message, please, in Spirit? And please, just one. This is gonna pop, so this is the one. So we have 2 cherubs here. Dearest you, we know everything in the universe is perfect, even in its flaws, and we view the creations of Spirit in total awe. All is unique, yet part of a unity of existence. But the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have a specific standard for what you consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. So forget your idea of perfection and see through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are without judgment. Don't wait until a perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flawsomeness. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Let others be who they are too. Imperfect and human, complex and simple. It doesn't matter. I'm going to stop you. The Rock says, it doesn't matter! For any of you guys, I've been watching way too much wrestling lately. And pause. For there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far from interesting and valuable, loving you like crazy. Okay? Apologies there, guys, but I love wrestling. There's something a little bit new, right? We can be paradoxical, right? Complex yet simple. Nonviolent resistance is really important, right? But sports entertainment and kind of like, okay, I'm going to explain it this way. Wrestling, being in kind of an aggressive sport, it's not real, right? This stuff is staged. I mean, obviously some of these hurt, right? They're physically demanding and not something we try at home. However, there is a camaraderie between these guys, a lot of them, and they're all doing a show. They're working together to not actually hurt each other, because if they do hurt each other, next time's not going to be as cool. They're bringing out these alter egos and stage names and really allowing creative expression within ourselves, right? So even there, let things like that go without judgment. Think of all the choices that you can do and all the things that you could do, all the things that you like, okay? And maybe necessarily wrestling isn't like a socially acceptable thing to love, right? But bring yourself back to the things that you love. So in my childhood, I loved wrestling. So maybe if you are feeling like stagnant and needing to make these choices in life, bring something back that you know you love, regardless of what anyone else thinks about it, because at the end of the day, Hulk Hogan's my hero, and so is The Rock, and I don't care what you guys have to say about it. I love you all, but take your life on like that, okay? Be a die-hard Hulk Hogan fan, or whatever hockey team you love, if that's what you're going to do, regardless of what people are going to say. But start small, okay? But start today. So if fear and judgments, okay, of what other people's reactions to our lives and our worlds are going to be, take one small step for, the situation, and one giant leap for you kind, okay? Start small, but start today, making the smallest of decisions. How do they affect us in our everyday life? Okay, clearly watching too much wrestling brings out, right? What does it bring out? That alter ego for me, but everything in moderation is what I'm going to say, okay? So moving on from that, I want to bring in one message from the Archangel Gabriel Oracle, and I have pre-shuffled these just so for anyone else here who's resonating with either one of these, is just kind of like knowing that where we are in this world, we're perfect in our flawsomeness. Embrace that. So, One message for anyone who's resonated so far, or another message if you haven't. Thank you. Vulnerability. Okay? Oh my. Anyway, listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration, and then pray for strength to focus your priorities to no matter what. Okay? So sometimes to walk in our truth and be vulnerable, that means to be vulnerable, because at some point we need to be real deep down vulnerable within our own heart, in our own soul, and our own truth onto which choice and which way, which direction we go, and where we pour our energy and our love and our life force into. You know, these are choices that we make, and at some point we have to get really, really in tune with ourselves to be able to move forward. And the one under that there's two fell, but I don't know if you can see. Oh, it's such a glare, but it says, stay true to yourself. Don't compromise or water down your ideas. Listen to, trust, and follow your inner voice. Walk strong. There's another rock movie, but walking tall or whatever. Regardless, okay? Keep your head up. You're perfect in your flawsomeness, and it doesn't matter if somebody else... You've got one in here, so here we go. It doesn't matter if somebody else can't see your beauty and your worth. It doesn't mean you don't have it. That's a flaw in them. And they're perfect in their flawsomeness, and so are you. But protect your own energy field and allow yourself to know that you are worthy, you are beautiful, you are one of a kind, and we are all connected in this universe. So just walk this earth in prayer again, giving other people grace when they're kind of not nice to us. Make a conscious assessment on yourself. Is there truth? And if there is, how can I fix it if I don't like this, what's being said? If there's not, disregard it, let it go, get it off your heart. Okay, take a couple deep breaths, stand up for yourself, absolutely, and say, you know, I don't like that, that wasn't nice. And people don't expect you to do that, so if you do that, know you have every right to stand true in your own power, plant your feet, and have a smile on your face, polite, professional, in everything we do. Okay? The card that fell out here is meaningful.